Back at it again, baby. One of you guys had mentioned something about Larry Elder. I'm not familiar with who Larry Elder is, so I took the liberty to look him up here on YouTube, and I found a video apparently with him and my favorite actor, Denzel Washington. Let's dive right on in.
This is about Denzel Washington, not about his acting, which is great. No, this is about his perspective. He's probably the only person in Hollywood speaking the truth about so-called race relations. Now, don't get me wrong. He's nobody's Republican. He probably wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump if you paid him. But
for Black people in particular, do you think that we can truly make change as things are right now?
Well, it starts in the home. You know, if the father's not in the home, the boy will find the father in the streets.
See, hey, listen. I want to say I tweeted this on Twitter, but Denzel Washington has always been my favorite actor by far. Comment below your favorite actor, by the way. Who's your favorite actor? But man, did he speak some truth right there. To change a problem in a community, it starts in the home, right? Regardless of whatever is going on outside. You could have some outside pressures and things that may influence, individuals, but it starts in the home, because if you create an environment where a kid feels confident within themselves and they don't feel the need to go seek validation from other places, and listen, this is all off the whim, so I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct in anything that I am saying. I want to make that completely clear. I could totally be wrong in everything that I am saying right here. This is just off the top of the dome, right? But if you create an environment where a kid feels confident within themselves, then they don't have to seek validation out in the streets, or they don't have to seek a role model out in the streets if that role model is already in the home. I feel like he's correct in saying it starts in the home for all community. It starts in the home. That's where you learn a lot of your values and principles.
Yeah, I saw it in my generation and every generation before me and everyone since. It starts in the home. If the streets raise you, then the judge becomes your mother, and and prison becomes your home.
This interviewer was determined to get Denzel Washington to go BMW. For those of you new to the El Dorado Nation, BMW stands for bitch, moan, and whine, and Denzel Washington wasn't having it.
I want to just ask you, though, about
bitching, moaning, and whining don't change the situation. It doesn't change them. They still exist. I don't care how much bitching, moaning, and whining you do. Suit up and lace your boots up.
the issue of race relations, because the film touches upon that. Right now, under President Obama, over the last 8 years, in your mind, have race relations improved under his leadership?
Race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other. We have to step forward and ask questions about each other and engage. There's no law that says, oh, because I'm president, you all got to get along now. So it's up to us.
Bro, Denzel dropping some gems, man. Hey, my God, it starts with us. We are the ones that have to create that dialogue and that engagement. No president or politician can force people to do anything.
Right again. Denzel, talk to me about systemic, institutional, structural, foundational, endemic racism. And Denzel Washington wasn't going with it.
There's been so many protests in America, especially during the election. Black Lives Matter movement, for example, and those issues. Has that movement in particular, the Black Lives Matter movement, helped race relations or not in America?
Well, listen, we live in America, and in America we have the freedom to express ourselves. We shouldn't take that for granted. So whatever the movements are, whether you agree with them or don't, they have the right to express themselves. So that's one of the great things about being in this country, that you do have the right to protest.
You see, here's the deal. Denzel Washington is not a victocrat. He knows damn well why so many blacks are involved in the criminal justice system.
It was something I read where you talked about your people from Mount Vernon saying that, like they've done like 40 years in the penitentiary together. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, and, incarceration rates in America has been a problem, especially as opposed to minorities. And Roman delves into the issues around the legal system. Do you think we've made any headway in the
I think it's more important to make headway in our own house. By the time the system comes into play, the damage is done.
They're not locking up 7-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I was in Chicago a couple of 3-4 weeks ago, and we saw these little kids on bikes with masks on the side of their head, like 5 or 6 of them. And the driver said, yeah, they're little yummies. I said, who? He said, little yummies. Look up, Google Lil Yummy. Lil Yummy was an 11-year-old murderer.
Wow.
And you look at his picture, you'll see the headshot of him, and he's like this. And he got murdered at 11 by a 14-year-old.
Wow.
Who's doing life now, and a 16-year-old.
That makes no sense.
You blame the system? Where was his father?
Yeah.
It starts in the house. It starts in the home. And yeah, well, my father got locked up. Well, where was his father?
Yeah.
And Mr. Washington talked about the friends he grew up with and what happened to them.
Like I did talk about my 3 closest friends, and they did, 15 to 25, one did 28, this and that. I was the only one of the 3 that had a father in my life, even though my parents were together. But I still had a father who was a gentle man and a good example, and they didn't. We can blame the system if we want, but they didn't lock any of us up at 7.
Yeah.
We were all doing enough to get locked up. At 13, my parents sent me in another direction. They didn't have anybody to help them, and they kept doing what they was doing.
The formula.
Nobody is perfect. I think we've all said and done some dumb things in our life, but, we've all kind of veered off the path a little bit, and having that structured home helps bring you back. Like, nah. You coming off path a little bit here. Let me rein you back in. Let me get you back, let me get you back straight. Let me get you back in line, with what life should be. And if you don't have that, you can crash and burn. And that crashing and burning can come in a variety of different forms.
For success: hard work, focus, commitment, persistence, perseverance, sacrifice, and believing in yourself.
But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams.
100.
And they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency.
It's crazy that he said that, because that's something that I've spoken on in several videos. One of the things that I think is really important in life is consistency. Whatever it is that you want to achieve in life, apply consistency to it, and you increase your likelihood of succeeding in whatever it is, I feel like, tremendously. I heard a quote about discipline from Mike Tyson once, and he said, I do what I hate to do, but I do it like I love it. And that is the definition of discipline. Because without discipline, the slightest struggle, you give up, you give in. And oftentimes the difference between you succeeding and you failing is having that discipline. It's the person that had the discipline to do it even when they did not want to. And that's powerful for me. And that's one of the quotes that I will never forget. Let me know some of your favorite quotes.
To achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done.
Facts.
Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress.
Quite a contrast from this.
Being a black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey. All I'm saying is, survive.
To this,
We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is, in helping others. That's where the success is.
and at the top of Denzel Washington's list of things to do to become successful, put God first.
In helping others. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while
I was confused by why you said that for a second. I get it now.
while you're down there, say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am, one of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
Now, because this
Wow.
dastardly black
Wow.
conservative said good things about Denzel Washington, I hope he doesn't get canceled. I don't think he will. I'm Larry Elder, and we've got a country to save. I'll see you next time.
Denzel Washington, not only my favorite actor and an amazing actor, but also just a great person with some great wisdom, some great things to live by. The guy is incredible. Larry Elder, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can let me know if there are any other Larry Elder videos that I should be checking out. Like I said, I saw one of you guys had mentioned Larry Elder in the comment section. I don't remember exactly who said it, or I don't even remember the exact comment. I just remember seeing Larry Elder. I was like, hold on, let me just look him up. And I came across the video with Denzel Washington. I was like, okay, well, let's check it out. Let's check it out. My favorite actor, somebody mentioned Larry Elder, let's throw it together. And I'm glad that I did. I felt like there was a lot of good gems in that video there. But you guys can let me know what you took from it. If you agreed with it, if you disagreed with it, comment below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. And go and join the new Discord servers. The first link down below. Peace and love. I'm out.